everybody, and welcome back. Today we will be making this fantastic patriotic wreath, and we will be using products that all came from Dollar Tree. If you would like to see how to make this for just $6, just stay tuned. To begin this project, you will need a foam wreath form, a red, white, and blue scarf, 2 of those, a mylar garland, some bows, some USA flags, and some table scatter, and of course, a hot glue gun. To begin this project, take one of your scarves and fold it in half, and then you will want to fold that in half again, giving you a section that is about 2 inches wide. Now, taking your hot glue, place a strip that is just about the same width as your scarf, and go ahead and lay that right across, adding some good pressure. Be very careful, those scarves are thin and that glue is extremely hot. Once you have that completely set in place the way you want it, lift up those different layers, add just a little touch more glue, and give a little more pressure. This will give you a finished off look without that scarf falling open. Once that is securely in place, it is now time to begin wrapping that scarf around our form. You want to make sure that all of the layers stay neatly folded and that as you wrap around, you are pulling tautly on that scarf. This will give you a nice uniform look without a bunch of wrinkles or gapping. At this point, you should notice one scarf covers about half of your wreath form. At this point, you do want to go ahead and give it a nice tug right there at the end, and be sure that you add your glue to the same side of the wreath that you glued to begin with. We want to keep all of our gluing on the back of our form. Give it some good pressure for just a few seconds, and then add a little bit more in between those layers again for a nice finished look. Taking your second scarf, be sure to fold that in half and then in half again, just like the first one. And we're going to follow the same procedure all the way around the other side. We do want to overlay the stars with the stars because our goal is to keep all of our stars on the left-hand side, just like a real flag. Be sure to start your gluing on the back side of your wreath. You will notice that I am overlapping the first row of scarf, and I'm also adding a little glue directly to the wreath form itself. This will give us just a little more security, and it will help things look nice and neat without bulking up underneath. Continue this all the way around this half of your form. You will notice for ease of movability, I did flip that wreath over to start working the other way, and I am simply overlapping the stripes over the stripes from the first scarf. Just be sure you flip that back over to do all of your gluing on the back of your form when you're all finished. Make sure that you tuck in all the loose ends and glue them down firmly for a neat, tailored finish. And this is what it should look like so far, with your stripes on the right hand side and your stars on the left. You can maneuver your cloth just a little bit to try to make more of the red and white show than the blue. It's just up to your preference. Now we're ready to add our mylar garland. We're simply going to overlay this on the side with the stripes only, leaving the side with the stars free and clear. Be sure to begin gluing on the back and just continue wrapping until you get to the end of the striped section. When you get all the way finished with that section, be sure to secure it down with your hot glue and trim away the excess. Making sure that your stars are on the left-hand side, we can now begin attaching our bows to the bottom of the wreath. We do want to attach them at a slight angle, and we will do that by using the little gold tabs that are on the back of the bows in the package. Simply twist them into place, but do not glue them yet. We probably will need to move and adjust them just a little bit. Once both of those bows have been placed where you want them and you're confident in the look, then you can now add just a little bit of glue to securely keep them in place. Taking one of the little USA banners out of the package, it is time to measure that for the back of your wreath. We want that to set right in between those two bows there at the bottom, so it's important to hold it there, take a marking on the little straw, and then clip that down to size. To more accurately place this piece, look at it from the front, hold it securely, then flip it over and place your glue. Hold that for just a few seconds and add a second layer of glue right over the top of that straw. This should hold it securely enough for you to snip off the little bit of excess. Because I wanted those ribbons to hang down the center to add just a little dimension to our wreath, I decided to cut the ribbons from one more of the little tags that came in the package. Taking these extra 4 ribbons and gluing them to the base of that straw is going to give us just the perfect touch to add a little bit of length to our form. I think that gave it just the perfect little touch down there. When I got done with this step, the inside of that bottom looked just a little bare, so I decided to use some of these stars out of that table scatter we had and glue them into place. I am going to use a little hot glue and glue these down standing up in a vertical position. This added a little more dimension and height to the center, and I think it ended up with just the perfect touch. And there you have the perfect way to display your patriotism this holiday season. Perfect for Memorial Day or the 4th of July. I want to thank all of you so very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.